Hi, my name is Jen, and today I wanted to show you how to make a challenging dissection quiz question. We're going to pick a view that makes it not quite so obvious where structures are, and therefore the student needs to really do some exploring to find the correct answer. So here I am on my instructor page, and I wanted to use this course and in this folder put in a quiz that will have this type of question in it. So because I'm thinking about the question being difficult, I'm going to go to a question bank. And if I want, I can search and find, using this criteria, existing questions that I could adapt to use, or I could use this search field here. But I really feel strongly that I want to create my own new question using my own view. So I'm going to start here. I select my dissection quiz type, hit continue, and here's the page where I can actually enter the question. Okay. And then I have the opportunity to choose a view from the collection. So I'm going to filter by nervous system, but I really don't want to make it too easy by going to the cerebrum or even like a cross section. I want to go right to this overview view, and here it is. If I want to continue making this question, I have to select what would be considered a correct answer. So in this model, these are the structures available to us. And so if I go to nervous system, central brain, and ventricles, I know that I want to quiz them on the left ventricle. So over here, once I select that, over here what populates are the structures to be counted as correct answers. So I'm going to deselect certain structures that I don't want to be considered correct answers. So I'm happy with this collection of structures to be the correct answers. So I'm going to go down and categorize my question so I can find it later. Add some keywords. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to scroll up to the top right and save my question. Now from here, I can do 3 different workflows. I can just know that my question has been made, and I can later on add it to a quiz or create a quiz from scratch using it. I can make a new question right away if I like, or I can add this question to an existing quiz. So I think that that's what I'd like to do. It brings me out to the question bank again, and since I know I'm going to be adding it to an existing quiz, what I really want to do is get to the quiz bank rather than starting the workflow to create a brand new quiz. So here is the quiz bank, and then this time I'm definitely going to need to use the filters to narrow down my choices for a quiz that I can add my new question to. And also I could enter a keyword if I wished. And here I have a collection. Right now, what we're looking at over here on the right is a preview of this first quiz here. And it's not quite what I'm looking for, so I think I'm gonna take a look at this one. And these views are definitely easier, but I think at least the category is correct. So I think I'm gonna work with this quiz and alter it to make it a little tougher with my new question. So what I need to do is to make a copy or clone this particular quiz. I'm gonna give it a name. There it is. And now it's in our question bank. But to add the question, I need to edit. So I'm going to go in here. I'm not going to change the name or anything. And here are the lists of questions where we can adapt things like weight and preview and add and subtract. But all I'm really interested in is adding a new question. Before I do that, I'm going to take away the randomization so that when we have a look at the quiz and try it ourselves, it's the first question that we attempt. So here I can add more questions. It's taken me back out to the question bank. Here's our brand new question. I'm going to select it. And down below, here it is. It was added as the first one, and I can move it if I like, or just keep it up top. If I'm satisfied with everything here, I save my quiz. And now, again, I have the options to do the following: assign the quiz, create another quiz, or simply be done. And instead of assign it, I think I will be done, and I will go to my courses, my test course, and here I am. I want to create a new assignment where that quiz will show up. So I'm going to, out on this level here, create a new assignment. It gives me options for the content, and I know that the graded quiz bank has my quiz that I've customized. So I'm going to go ahead and select that and hit continue. And there is my hard brain quiz. I'm going to select it and then continue. And then again, got to kind of remember that I'm giving this an assignment name. So this is a quizzing assignment, and I'm going to call it brain quiz. And I want to put it in the correct folder, so I'm going to choose brain. I'm going to give it some points. And I'm going to look for feedback after each question during the quiz. I'm going to give some instruction. Save the draft. And there it is. So now I want to see whether it made it into my folder. So I'm going back out to assignments. Here's brain, and there's my brain quiz. Now I'm going to act as if I were a student and go in and take my brain quiz. And as it populates, or as it downloads, I'm going to get ready to take it. And the very first question should be our customized question we just made. Select the left lateral ventricle. So here I am as the student. I see this view. I have to kind of stop and think. All right, so I'm going to rotate this a little bit. I'm going to navigate it. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in a little more. I know that this isn't about the heart, so I'm not going to look there. I'm going to purely look at the brain. And I think, it could be that the structure that I want is in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and hide the structures in the front. But I'm not really sure I'm seeing what I need to. So I zoom in and I rotate. And I do see some structures here. Maybe it's this one. So I'm going to submit that. And unfortunately, I didn't get it correct. So I'm going to try again. And it brings me back out to this main picture again. So now I have to go through the process of zooming and repositioning and rotating. Well, I didn't have so much luck on the outside from the front view, so I'm going to try the posterior view. And I'm going to reposition, zoom in, and stop and think. Okay, so the left side is going to be here, but I'm going to hide that because I know it's an internal structure somewhere. Let me zoom in and try another structure here, or I may even decide to hide this lobe. Okay, so similar on both sides. This wasn't it, so I think I'm going to try this structure. And notice that the whole thing didn't light up, but part of it did. And fortunately, as the instructor, we selected more than one spot where the answer could be correct. So when I submit, my answer was correct. So this is just one way you can make these dissection quizzes a little more difficult. If you have any further questions or if you need any further help, you can visit your instructor resources tab in your My Courses page, or you can reach out to our help, our technical support, and we'll be able to give you tips and tricks, or you could reach out to your salesperson and they will give you a hand as well. Thanks so much, and good luck making your quiz questions.